podcast. It is week 7 of 2024, Friday the 16th of February. You're very welcome, guys. Hope you had a good week. So today I want to talk to you about cults, or tribal mentalities in general. So to begin with, if your ideology prohibits you from accepting objective reality, you are probably in a cult. But before we start talking about cults, firstly let's define what a cult is. Based upon the definition from the Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary, a cult is 1. A religion regarded as unorthodox or spurious, or 2. A great devotion to a person, idea, object, movement, or work, such as a film or a book. So this is where you get the expression, for example, a cult film or a cult book, or this movie has a cult following. It is that second definition that interests me, and it is far more widespread today. People form cult-like devotion to a person, for example, a movie star, a singer, a billionaire, or an idea such as religion, politics, or activism, or any such sporting, technology, or economic movements all the time. This is actually very common in our society. When you look around you and look at yourself, you will see examples of this behaviour everywhere. A lot of it is harmless. In fact, I would say the majority of it is harmless, and it's just a bit of fun. If you, for example, are a devoted follower of a certain football team, it's good fun. Why not? But when some cult-like mentalities go too far, it can become dangerous. So here are some warning signs to look out for. Number 1, if the ideology prohibits the devotee from accepting objective reality. Number 2, if it encourages the demonization of non-believers. Number 3, if it causes actual harm to the devotees, for example, physical, mental, or financial. Number 4, if it causes devotees to outright reject opinions or even facts that do not align with their chosen ideology. So when you add all them together, you end up in a kind of a reality distortion field where a person is just outright refusing to accept what seems obvious to everyone else and may even be factual, because it doesn't align with their belief system. And obviously when a person is in that position, it's not good for the person themselves. It's actually quite dangerous. Now the funny thing is, we're living in this kind of post-religious society where, people don't think about cults anymore. They think that cults are gone, that they were only associated with formalized religion, but actually that's not the case. A few years ago, it seemed that everybody was worried about cults, and they received a lot of coverage in the media. Now arguably cults have become so mainstream that we hardly speak about it anymore. It would almost be weird if you're not in a cult. You just don't refer to it as a cult. You refer to it as something else. But it exhibits all the behaviours of a cult, based upon the dictionary definition that I gave before. So when we are all in some form of cult, based upon the looser non-religious definition, it starts to become a meaningless label. If it does not hurt you or others, it's fine, it's absolutely harmless. But if it becomes the ultimate expression of fundamentalist groupthink, however, you should reject it and find a better tribe. My personal opinion is that you should think for yourself and don't view the world through the lens of another. Everybody has a unique set of experiences and everybody has a unique opinion. And if the majority of your opinions are coming from some group that you're a member of, that's a bad sign. You should learn to think for yourself instead, to question, to challenge, to try to get a deeper understanding. Keep on asking why. And in all aspects of society now, you will see cult-like behaviour. You will see tribal behaviour. You will see people who are attacking non-members of their tribe. And it really has become the norm. You will especially see it online. You will see all kinds of cult-like groupings online. And they can be quite toxic, they can be quite aggressive, and they can be quite antagonistic towards non-members. And at its worst, a cult is a kind of a mob. It just attacks, and it doesn't even know why it's attacking. It's just following some kind of, groupthink that we're being attacked, so we need to attack back harder. And it becomes very instinctive. That's why I think there's also something kind of tribal about it. It's something part of our, ancient DNA, We are a tribal species after all, and no matter how advanced we get and how advanced our technology and our media becomes, ultimately we're still tribal, and our instinct is to form groupings, and within those groupings we feel safe, and we can express collective opinions within those groupings and not be challenged and feel safe. And when somebody from outside that group comes in and they start to challenge our beliefs, we feel threatened, and then we react in a mob-like way and we attack that person. It's almost the worst part of human nature, and I think it's still there. We have to acknowledge it, and pretending that it doesn't exist anymore, that we've gone past that, is naive. So once again, guys, think for yourself. And if you're not aligned with the beliefs of the group that you're in right now, find a better group. So apart from that, what am I doing this week? I finally got the CI/CD issues resolved in my build of Alpha Framework version 4.0. This was a painful experience. I spoke about it in previous episodes, where basically I didn't build my open source project for about a year, and then when I went back to build it again, everything was broken. So I've had a few weeks trying to get everything green again. It is now green again. Test coverage is up to 82%, which I'm reasonably happy with, considering it's such a large framework. So yeah, it's building, and I hope to release that very soon as a result. In terms of media that I'm enjoying, I have just finished reading The Cosmic Puppets by Philip K. Dick. It's a very good book. It reminds me of an episode of the Twilight Zone, the classic Twilight Zone. It's just a mystery, and there's something about the writing of Philip K. Dick that when I read one of his books, it just embeds itself in my memory. Something very visceral about his writing. It's almost like a fever dream that it's so vivid that it just sticks in your memory for a long time. So if you want to get a little taster of Philip K. Dick, I'd recommend The Cosmic Puppets. It's only about 150 pages, so it's a light read, but it's very good example of his writing style. Okay, I will leave it there, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye.